Good afternoon. Today I want to show you something. This. This. Oh well. It started. Hold on. Hold on a minute. There. Okay. This was the state of the solar system on December 31st, 1989. Now, well, obviously you can see the sun just in the middle of the screen. The planets Mercury, Venus, our own planet Earth, with the blue orbit, and Mars, and also Jupiter and Saturn. Saturn is not visible at this moment, the other planets are. And you can see a lot of a huge um, swarm of um, tiny blue dots. Those are asteroids, not the small ones obviously, because of those are millions. These are the longest asteroids in this part of the solar system, and I will try to what I'm going to do now is to show you the 30 years from December 31st, 1999 until December 31st, 2029. Okay, let's start. There. Well, in the meantime, I'm going to uh, tell you that this is the way the people is going to think about the world in the future. Now we think about the world as planet Earth, right? And we think about the continents, what the world calls America, Europe, Africa, Asia, Oceania, and Antarctica, right? And we think about the oceans, the Atlantic Ocean, the Pacific Ocean, and the Indic Ocean, and the Antarctic Ocean. And we think that that is the world. Well, that was the world for since forever. But that is about to change, and when this change, it will change forever, because in about I guess about 30 years we will start something that I call astrominery. And what is astrominery? It is asteroid minery, asteroids minery. We're going to reach many of those asteroids that you are watching in this animation as tiny blue dots, and these dots are of the size of mountains like the Everest mountain. Well, there you are, December 31st, 2029. Okay. Um, Now I'm going to go backwards because I have a little more things to tell you. Well, as you can see, you have the Sun in the center, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn, and the rest of the planets moving in orbits, so they are never in the same place. Nothing here remains in the same place, even though obviously everything has its own orbit. So in this new world, the place is not the actual place, but the orbit of the the stellar body. These are the things that our uh, great-grandchildren will study in school. The orbits of the planets will be important, and also the orbits of many asteroids. You can see the biggest asteroids on screen, and of course we are not watching the cloud of small asteroids in between the orbits of Mars and Jupiter. Um, in between the orbits of Mars and Jupiter, you have most of the asteroids of this part of the solar system, but small. Okay. Now I'm going to go a little bit smaller, and also let's see if I can. Um, there. I want to show you there. So now I'm going to go a little bit slower with this. 1 week per second. There, 1 week per second. Okay, so now you can watch. um, I will make it a little bit larger. Oh, hold on. There. There. Well, now imagine the life of the future. You live on planet Earth. I have to. Mm, Sorry for interrupting myself, but these are things uh, out of the regular experience, so sometimes I forget what I have thought previously. Well, we will live on planet Earth. You can see our planet as a blue dot on the blue orbit in the center of the screen. Here, for the rest of the 21st century, is where all of us are going to be living, but we are going to have avatars all around the solar system, and we will be connected to these avatars with a neural link, like Elon Musk Neuralink Enterprise. This neural link with an avatar will make us think or sense as if we were that avatar. And what are avatars going to do in that time? Well, they are going to mine asteroids out in space in something like you are watching right now. As I said before, in this simulation, the gigantic cloud of small asteroids is not present, but you have to imagine that between the orbits of Mars and Jupiter there is a gigantic cloud of asteroids, of small asteroids. And when I say small, I mean from the size of Mount Everest to tiny stones. This is the world of the future, and when the 22nd century arrives, we will be here on Earth on a demographic crisis that will make most of us to go and live on gigantic constructions in space. One of them will be what I call astronents or asteroid continents, which will be like little moons, and these little moons will be from some hundreds of meters to some thousands of kilometers. And then we will have something that I called air rings, um, not ear rings. Ear rings are the things that people use on their ears. I say air rings, AIRINGS. Air rings will be rings of air surrounding planets, moons, and what I call planetoids, and most people call big asteroids. If we are, if the regarding the question, are we going to conquest the planets? Not, not as people think. We are not going to put our feet on the planets. We are going to use avatars for that. What we are going to do is to set air rings around planets, moons, and big asteroids, what I call planetoids, and then we will establish neural links with avatars in the places that we will want to explore. This is the world of the future. It will start in about 80 years. Um, Nevertheless, the astrominery will start in about 30 years. Um, the spatial, the, the space exploration already began. Um, in fact, this simulation, this animation, sorry, is an expression or a proof that the space exploration of our solar system already began. Otherwise, we won't be watching this beautiful animation. Um, this is the world of the future, um, and this will be the beginning of a new era, uh, people knew that a new era, the Aquarius era, will start in the 22nd century, and really it will start in the next century. Um, the problem with this, and here comes my intervention in this story of humanity, is that technology doesn't care about individual people. So this thing that you are watching will be the future of the world, or the world in the future. And when I say the world, I mean that money will control all these endeavors. People will go to mine asteroids to get money. It won't be just for exploration purposes. No, it will be the new way of getting money in the hyper technological world of the future. Um, so technology will forget about the small people, the poor people that just want to live a simple life, a regular life, as human beings. Um, the the profits of asteroids mining will be so huge that the world will just forget about poor people. They will just give you an option. Either you help with asteroids mining or asteroids building, or you are out of the world. And even though the technology will allow us to have robots to do all the physical works, many people will want to do physical work because our body was designed to be fortified by physical work. Um, so, um, as I said before, the fact that I am having these prophecies about the future, while most of the people is thinking that we are still dying and that people will live in planets, I just can't think why people still continues thinking that we are going to inhabit other planets. Because if you think about it enough time, you will realize that that is not uh, profitable, and it is not reachable in short time. And in fact, it won't be that the case. In the future, we will have trillions of avatars all over the solar system, not only in this thing that I am showing, which is the inner solar system, but we will have avatars all over the solar system, even uh, further the orbit of Neptune, in the Kuiper belt and further. And we will connect with those avatars, so we will be present um, millions of kilometers away from where we were, but thanks to the technology it will be like being there. um, of course I will be out of this technology, and I don't care, because what I am thinking is about creating this moneyless world for the poor people of the world that will suffer if we don't count with a moneyless world to absorb all the people that will be let out live that will be left out of the world when this technological leap occurs. First in 30 years, and second in 80 years. Well, if somebody has some question, leave it to me on the comments. I have many things to say, but uh, it is really hard to be a YouTuber, to speak my ideas in a comprehensible way. Um, I really lost my ability to speak, and especially now that I am speaking in another language, I am making my mind do several things at the same time, and it is not easy. Well, nothing has happened here. Well, I will leave it there. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.